In the wake of growing farmer agitation in the state of Madhya Pradesh, the Chief Minister will be now sitting on an indefinite fast from today. Now, he's going to be doing that till peace is restored in the state of Madhya Pradesh. His fast will begin from 11 in the morning today. All the action will now be at the Dussehra Maidan in Bhopal, where the Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan will be holding an open darbar for farmers to meet him. Shivraj Singh Chauhan also said that the government will deal sternly with anti-social elements who have been resorting to violence, and elaborate preparations have been going on at the Dussehra ground in Bhopal, which will be the venue where the Chief Minister will be holding his indefinite fast. As you can see, the waterproof tent has also been set up for this purpose, and apart from all of this, there are also going to be separate enclosures for the Chief Minister to take rest and to even hold cabinet meets. Meanwhile, farmers have a call for jail bharo movement in the entire state today. This could also possibly trigger another round of violence, but areas like Mandsaur, Sehor, Devas, Ujjain and Neemach have been the hotspots, will be closely observed.
शांति बहाली के लिए मैं उपवास करूंगा और उपवास करते हुए वहीं से मैं सरकार चलाऊंगा। बैठकें होगी, स्थिति पर नजर रखी जाएगी, फैसले लिए जाएंगे और किसानों से भी चर्चा के सारे रास्ते खुले रहेंगे। कहीं मत जाओ, आओ मेरे साथ चर्चा के।
Let's go straight across now to India Today's Anand Patel, who's joining us from the Dussehra Maidan. Anand, good morning. It's an action-packed day today in Bhopal. So what can we expect today? Another day of a lot of action, with the Chief Minister deciding to go on an indefinite fast in an attempt to restore peace.
Well, absolutely. This is a last-ditch attempt by the Chief Minister. We've seen over the week how he's been cornered not only by the opposition, by the farmer organization, but also within the party by his opponents. So stakes are high for the Chief Minister, and that's the reason why he'll be sitting on an indefinite fast here at the Dussehra ground in the middle of Bhopal to meet the farmers, to meet the supporters here. And he claims that all the decisions will be taken here at the Dharna site itself. Remember, that's the place, where Shivraj Singh Chauhan will be sitting on an indefinite fast. And just behind the stage are separate enclosures. There's one enclosure where he'll hold his cabinet meeting, and another enclosure is there where beds have been laid for him to take rest, and another one, a pantry enclosure where all the eatables will be prepared for all those people who will be coming to meet him. So elaborate plans that this is a 160 by 60 tent which is waterproof, given the fact that the rains are here in Bhopal. And the chairs have been laid out for the supporters and farmers who will be coming out and meeting him here at the Dussehra ground. So clearly, Shivraj Singh Chauhan is trying to turn the tables here through his Gandhigiri to make peace with the farmer organizations who have announced another round of protests, Chakka Jam and Bandh in Bhopal, in Madhya Pradesh, in protest of the killings of the 6 farmers during their agitation in the Malwa region, particularly in Mandsaur.
Anand, but this is a very grand gesture by the Chief Minister, who's also been criticized for the deteriorating law and order situation in the state. How will all of this help placate the farmers? Because this is a very ambitious move by the Chief Minister himself to go on first on an indefinite strike, on a fast, and while he's fasting, even to address the grievances of the farmers.
Well, absolutely. You see, this is not the first time he's sitting on a fast, as a Chief Minister. This is the third time he'll be sitting on a fast, On the two previous occasions, it was the UPA government when he had to sit on fast, first to get a relief package for the farmers in 2013. And also another fast he undertook to get the coal shortage overcome here in the state during the scam which rocked the UPA government, the coal scam. So this is the third time he'll be sitting on a fast, and clearly the attempt from his side is to get all the attention focused here, shifted here in Bhopal, where he'll be sitting on fast, be it the media attention or people's attentions, because so far, we've seen protests all over the state, particularly in the Malwa region, almost half a dozen districts affected by this agitation. Okay. And every now and then we get news of arson, stone pelting, destruction of public property. So he wants to make peace with the agitators, he wants to make peace with the farmer organizations, and he's given an open call to them to come down here in Bhopal and hold talks with him, unconditional talks to resolve the entire issue.
All right, Anand, thanks so much for getting us that report. We'll keep coming back to you once, the Chief Minister goes on an indefinite fast and starts speaking to the farmers. But for now, let's just focus to another allegation that has been made by the Chief Minister himself and the others, accusing the opposition parties of instigating the farmers who have been on a rampage. But let's just listen in to what Congress MLA Jeetu Patwari, who was also accused of instigating the mob, had to say in his defense while speaking to editor India Today, Padmaja Joshi, on People's Court.
इंदौर में एक भी घटना ऐसी नहीं हुई कि इस तरह की ये बातें हो।
अरे पटवारी जी, वहां पर जमकर पत्थरबाजी हुई थी। वहां पर जितनी लोकल रिपोर्ट्स है, आपको खुद ही मैं पढ़ के सुना देती हूँ। मंदसौर नहीं, इंदौर की है, ये बात हमें भी पता है। मंगलवार को एक बार फिर मंडी बंद करवाने पहुंचे उपद्रवियों और पुलिस के बीच जमकर झड़प और पथराव हुआ। प्रशासन की सख्ती के चलते जब वो मंडी बंद नहीं करवा पाए तो उन्होंने पुलिस पर जमकर पथराव किया। जो आप पीस मार्च की बात कर रहे हैं पटवारी जी, ये था वो पीस मार्च। नहीं,
आपको फिर गलत फहमी। आप जिस तरीके तारीख की बात, आइए कितनी तारीख की बात है?
ये है तारीख जून 7 की रिपोर्ट है। ये जून तो यानी कि ये 6 जून की घटना है।
6 जून के दिन मंदसौर में 6 लोगों को गोलीबारी हो गई थी। ये उस दिन सुबह की 10 बजे की बात है। हाँ। उस दिन 10 बजे प्रोटेस्ट यहाँ से 10 किलोमीटर जो एजिटेशन हुआ कलेक्टर ऑफिस पे हुआ। हाँ। कलेक्टर ऑफिस इस जगह से मंडी, जहाँ पे आपने बोला पूरी बात,
मंडी को बंद करवाने की कोशिश की कि नहीं की?
अगर मैं मंडी के अंदर एक पैर भी गया, कोई एक 5 व्यक्ति भी गए हो, 10 व्यक्ति भी गए हो, ये जो कार्यक्रम है ये रोड पे था, मंडी के चौराहे पे था।
सारी वीडियोस, सारी रिपोर्ट जो उस दिन फाइल हुई है, सब झूठ है। आप वहां पर शांति यात्रा निकालने गए।
इस तरीके से आप जबरदस्ती अगर मेरे मुंह में आपके शब्द डालने की कोशिश करें, मैं उत्तर दे रहा हूँ तो पूरा उत्तर में आप सुने। मैंने ये कहा कि मंडी चौराहे पे था, मेरी कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी का हिस्सा है। मैं वहीं से विधायक हूँ और बड़े वोट से जीत के आया हूँ। उन लोगों ने जिताया है जो लोग वहां पे रहते हैं।
आप मेरी पूरी आपके और आपके समर्थकों ने पथराव किया कि नहीं किया?
मैं नहीं किया। बिल्कुल।
एसडीएम ने जो बोला कि वहां पर आपने गारंटी ली थी शांति होगी और उसके बाद पथराव हुआ, एसडीएम झूठ बोल रहा है।
ये इस एसडीएम ने, यही मैं बात पूरी करूं तो आप पूरी सुनो तो मैं पूरी बात बताऊं। एसडीएम ने, पुलिस ने जो 5, 50, 100 मोटरसाइकिलें थी उनको एकाएक फोड़ना चालू कर दी। कब फोड़ना चालू करी? जब कार्यक्रम था 10 बजे और ये घटना है 1 बजे की। 10 बजे कार्यक्रम हो गया। 10 बजे
आप सवाल का जवाब
भी दे रहा हूँ। आप सिचुएशन को समझेंगे तो मैं बताऊंगा। बिल्कुल झूठ बोल रहा है,
बिल्कुल झूठ बोल रहा है। सैयद जफर इस्लाम, I want to come in now. The video is doctored. The SDM is lying. There was no पत्थरबाजी. The FIR you have registered is based on no evidence.
देखिए, जो भी केस हुआ है पुलिस के पास सारे एविडेंस है। एविडेंस कोर्ट में पेश की जाएगी और जीतू पटवारी जैसे लोग जो कि इन वायलेंस को इंसाइट करते हैं, गरीबों की हत्या करवाने में रिस्पॉन्सिबल हैं।
जफर इस्लाम, आपकी आपत्ति है मेरी आपके शब्दों पे? आप जिस तरीके से बात, आपकी सरकार ने 6 लोगों को किल्स कर दिया, मार डाला और आप मेरे पे इल्जाम लगा रहे हैं। आपके शिवराज सिंह जी की सरकार ने 6 लोगों की हत्या कर दी, खड़े खड़े गोलियां मार दी और आप मेरे पे इल्जाम लगा रहे हैं।
Pawan Kheda at this point. Pawan Kheda, thank you very much for listening very patiently. I want to ask you about this pattern. On the last 2 days, we have been asking the government and we'll continue to ask them, who opened fire, but who is responsible for the violence before and after? That also needs to be answered. 3 videos in a matter of 24 hours have emerged that needs these questions to be asked. You've got 2 MLAs. You've got one Jeetu Patwari, one Shakuntala Khatik, and one Zilla Parishad level worker of yours, all of them talking about violence.
I can understand the reason why the BJP is trying to shift the focus from the actual issue to who did what. We'll come to that. I'll tell you why they are doing this. Now, these are farmers. The BJP definitely does not know how to handle this protest. They are not Muslims, they are not Dalits, they are not intellectuals, they are not seculars, they are not prostitutes. They can't be used to polarize the society. So BJP is finding it extremely difficult, and hence the insistence on blaming someone that it's, oh, if they're not, they don't fit into any of these categories.
Mr. Pawan Khera,
instigated by the Congress.
Mr. Pawan Khera, may I request you to watch videos
please, I
of your own
didn't interrupt at all, Zafar. I request you to ask him to. I did not interrupt at all.
I want humble request to Mr. Pawan Khera to watch those videos before making any comments.
I ask Zafar, I make you a humble request to go through your poll promises made in your manifesto, go through the videos of the Prime Minister's speeches in 2014. And then
how much we are doing for the farmers.
It is this Supreme Court. May I complete, please? May I please complete? This debate will continue. I'm sorry, I'm not participating in any such debate where this man doesn't have the decency to allow me to speak. I didn't interrupt, and if this is the way he wants to continue, I will not let him speak a single word. That's my commitment. मैं जीतू पटवारी को 10 साल से उसकी राजनीति देख रहा हूँ। वो हमसे आके लड़ने लग जाते हैं गरीबों के लिए, किसानों के लिए। आप इनको जानते नहीं है कि उनकी आपकी पार्टी में जीतू पटवारी जैसा एक आदमी नहीं मिल सकता। जीतू पटवारी किसानों के लिए कांग्रेस के नेतृत्व से संघर्ष करता रहा है। आप क्या जानते हैं जीतू पटवारी के बारे में?
While the government and the opposition are locked in a political slugfest over Mandsaur violence, just to avert any further incidents of violence as a precautionary measure, the Home Ministry has dispatched 2 more companies of the Rapid Action Force to the state of Madhya Pradesh. 11 companies of the RAF are already stationed. That has witnessed unprecedented farmer agitation in the last 1 week. A high alert has also been sounded in Sagar, Rewa and in Satna districts of Madhya Pradesh, as we're showing you on the map. And according to latest reports, the situation now in Mandsaur and in Sahor especially is under control. And even as farmers across the country are also coming together to express solidarity, farmer suicides have only been on a rise. There may be different states, but the issue remains the same. A debt-ridden farmer has also committed suicide in the state of Odisha. The deceased farmer, identified as 55-year-old Harish Chandra Pradhan of Madhyapur village under the Pratap block in Odisha, allegedly consumed poison due to his mounting debt burden and was quite depressed with the sale of his crop. In yet another state, a 25-year-old farmer also committed suicide in Maharashtra's Usmanabad by hanging himself to death. It's reported that Sandeep Shilk owed 2.5 lakh rupees to his creditors. In Madhya Pradesh, 2 farmers from Sihor and in Raisan districts committed suicide. They owed 5 to 10 lakh rupees of the debt, and a farmer in Uttar Pradesh's Kashipur also shot himself to death due to prolonged depression. Still remains to be seen if the protest will make any big impact, or will the issue turn to deaf ears yet again.